Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
This is, of course, the Estadio Banorte, a stadium that evokes so many memories. You need only look back at the commemorative bronze plaques of the game of the century, the goal of the century. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Camavinga. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the dynamic Carvajal is someone I like looking out for because he just has a lovely energy to what he does. Always adventurous. He'll be making those runs continually throughout the game and still looking to get back in position. And when he gets in a crossing position, believe me, he can deliver.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bellingham. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's a great ball here. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And he's there to clear it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So we're still where we started right now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Eder Militao. Carvajal. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And that was very necessary. Now it's Gomez. Space for him to turn and look. Looking for the far post. Oh, good climb! Caught offside that time. Gomez, played out wide. Fran Garcia. It's Bellingham. Approaching the half-hour mark. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Here comes the corner. That has been knocked clear. And he can thump it away. Wolverhampton have the chance to go the other way. Carvajal knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz. Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. And Carvajal. Valverde receives it in a wide position. There will be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. And across it goes. He's rising! And it's a goal! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Shot could be on. Played out towards the right wing. Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's quick to return it. Oh, super ball! He whips it across.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Camavinga. And it's played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. And the volley. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Fran Garcia. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Wolverhampton come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Wolverhampton really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Could move up a gear here. Hwang Hee-chan. And they win it back again. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Brahim Diaz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bellingham. Carvajal. And it's Valverde. Wolverhampton still this single goal behind. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Wolverhampton do have a chance to counter here. Carvajal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's forced to go back. Eder Militao. And it's Carvajal. And Carvajal. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause.
Chance! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Pressing high and with purpose. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the other side. Brahim Diaz producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Gomez. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gomez is standing over this one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Gomez! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, just skips past Vinicius Junior. It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fran Garcia. Asensio. Now he's off and running. Camavinga.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Fran Garcia. It's come backwards here. Vinicius Junior. Steaming on goalwards. That's going to go a long way. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Wolverhampton could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. maybe...
Takes a shot! And he's following up! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Vinicius Junior duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Ceballos. Fran Garcia. Opts for safety. Ceballos. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And it's Garcia. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is